People seem to think you need an airbrush to paint models. Well, that's not true. There's some beautiful Rolls Royces out there with hand-painted finishes, and there's no reason why you can't paint a model aircraft with a brush. I've been doing it for years. I very rarely use an airbrush. I use spray canisters sometimes for the flat finishes, but I like to brush paint. And the secret is to get the right materials and the right equipment. You will not paint with an ordinary children's paintbrush. You need a flat artist brush like that, either sable or squirrel hair, and something where you're going to be able to take nice washes of colour. I'll show you how to do it. Now, whatever you do, make sure that your model has been primed. I like this surface primer made by Vallejo they call themselves, and on this model there's 3 coats of this brushed on thinly, very thin, and it gives you a good base, especially for the colours like this. I'm going to do a chrome yellow on this, chrome yellow wings with green fuselage, pre-war US Army Air Corps colours. So you need a good base, and of course the white is reflective and the yellow will pick up the white underneath. So we've got here some Vallejo. This is actually flat yellow. I've got flat yellow and I've got chrome yellow, so I'm going to put flat yellow on first. They've got a little ball bearing in these, so you can shake them up, give them a good shake, and then these are actually made for airbrushing, but they're absolutely ideal for brushing, ordinary artist brushing. Get yourself a little receptacle like that, a little dish or something, and pour a quantity of paint, not too much, into the dish. Okay. It's almost like milk consistency, this is. And take your model, and we'll do the upper wing to demonstrate. And load your brush with colour. Now you're not going to get the fantastic effect with the first coat, so we'll do it in stages. So this coat will go chordwise, and just push it out like that, and just keep going. And I can assure you, this finish will be as good as any spray finish once it's done. I've done thousands of models, and very few of them have been airbrushed. I did have an airbrush once, but I found it was too messy and constantly cleaning the thing out, and of course you use a lot of paint as well, so I much prefer to do it the proper craftsman's way and hand paint. There we go, just keep going chordwise, and then once this won't take long to dry actually, once that's dry you can go that way then. So we'll turn it round. Don't know if it's going to come out on video, hopefully it's going to be okay, so there we go. The broad brush has got lots of good qualities about it. I'll show you something in a minute. Right, put a bit more in. Don't put too much out of time because this dries off very quickly. And if you're using umbrella enamels, the secret with umbrella enamel is to get a little receptacle of warm water and stand the umbrella paint in the warm water, and it flows on beautifully. You're not daubing it on, you're just putting thin coats. 3 thin coats is better than 1 thick one, as they say. Now, the flat brush is ideal for what we call cutting in. I'll show you what cutting in is. Any painter and decorator knows how to cut in. And you take your brush and say we've got the, I'm not hiding this. You take your brush, and then you literally cut in at the joint there like that with the flat edge of the brush. You pull it away, and then chordwise. I'm very conscious of not having got my hand in the way while I'm doing this, so you can see it. Get the idea. And then we'll turn it round. Do the other side. This will probably take about 3 coats of yellow to get the desired effect. Cut in we go. There we go. Now, I may not look much at the moment, but we've got the basis there of a really good finish. So we've got 3 coats of primer, thin primer, and we've got our first coat of flat yellow, and on top of that I'm going to put the US Army Air Corps yellow on top of that as well. That was done yesterday. This SE5 was done. I'm trying to finish off a few of these little biplanes I've got hanging about. This SE5 was done yesterday, and that was brush painted, and that's come out absolutely beautiful. It's in the World War I type brown finish. It's come out absolutely lovely. So there you are. That's how to do brush painting. And don't get this fixation with you've got to airbrush a model, because you haven't. Anyway, how can I airbrush in here? You know, it's not environmentally friendly, and the fumes, the dust settles on your lungs as well, unless you wear a mask. And well, we're wearing enough masks at the moment, aren't we? So there you are. Give it a try, and don't think that a brush, the on-ball brush, can give you a really lovely finish. And I say all my models are done with brushes, and well, you've seen them. You can have a look at them, and you'll find the result is really good. And a lot of full-size aircraft were painted with a brush as well. In the early days, they were painted. They didn't have spray facilities like they have now. A lot of them were brush painted. Solo Stoke, done it myself. So that's giving you some inspiration to try and do a brush finish anyway. I'll probably do another video on this one when it's completed, just to show you the effects. Okay, thank you.